Hey guys! So today I wanted to spin this braid that I got from Chaotic Fibers. It's gorgeous. So this is a wool and viscose. For the tweedy bit is the viscose. And I just want to have a nice relaxing spin. So we're going to take this braid, and I think I want to do this one in my favorite style, which is you know, the one that I can't name. Fractal. Words are hard sometimes. So I want to do fractal spin with this. So this is the card. This is the company. Block my face out. Doesn't want to focus. It's Chaotic Fibers. There's the info on it. And I'm going to start spinning this. So here's a braid. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and open it up a little bit. Just splitting it down the braid, just kind of pulling it open, just to make it easier to split this. Now this is like a super long chunk of roving, but it's skinny, so. Okay. That's one way. Then I'm going to go back and do the other way. All right, that's enough of that. Just going to take it in the middle, roughly. And I'm going to split the braid in half, lengthwise. I'm going to try to keep the two sides about the same amount. I mean, it's not going to be 100%, but I can feel in what's filling my hands that it's close to halfway, and I'm trying to keep it that way. All right, now we're going to go the other way. Now that doesn't feel quite even, so I'm going to try to even that out. There we go. All right, so we're going to take half of this and put that aside. We'll take that and we will spin it end to end. We're going to take the other half of our braid and we're going to split that in half again. And again, we're going to try to keep it even. Now I can feel this side is a little thinner, so I'm just going to kind of break a bit there and see if that fixes it up. Nope, need a little more. As I said, it's not scientific. We just want it to be roughly the same. Okay, it's one direction, and now we're going to go the other way. Going to get that split so that it feels about even. And split her down. There we go. Now, I don't know if I want to go one more or not. I think I should, because this is still fairly thick. So we'll start in the middle again. Split it one way. Trying to keep it a little bit even. And then go the other way. This side's definitely thicker, so we'll try pulling a little more off that side. And then we're going to split this one as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to spin it from the same end every time. And I'm going to make one long single. Then I will take this bit and I will spin it from the end all the way, making one long single. And then I will ply them together, and that's where the magic will happen. Now I'm going to do some spinning off camera, and I will bring you back when I can and do some check-ins with you. But basically it's just a normal spin starting from the same end of the roving every time. So I'm going to start, we've got this nice little greeny bit. I'm going to know that that's the end I'm going to start from. So I will take my singles, and you can see the other end is pink. I'm going to wrap that. I'm going to find that's the unsplit one. I'm going to find the pink end. There's the pink end. And I'm going to wrap that so that that's the end of that single. And I will just spin them length after length, always starting with this green end. Then when I do the thicker piece, I'm going to start from the pink end. So I will wrap it so that the green end will be spun last, and then I shall ply them together. Okay, let me just wrap this around. So now I know how I'm going to spin it. All right, I'm going to get spinning. I will check in with you later and give you a progress report. All right, so we have our first single here, and I'm working on our second one. This is the one that I'm spinning straight from the end, but I'm just splitting it up a bit to make it easier to spin for me. So I'm just pulling off a chunk, fluffing it a bit. All right, and you can see how there's a little bit of green there. I'm going to pull that off and spin that first as our transition into this. Now I am spinning this pretty high twist to keep those little tweety bits snagged in the singles. And we are doing pajama spinning this morning. So you can see it's starting to transition. All right, just did a little fluffing prep on that. All right, so that was your spinning wheel AMSR? ASMR, yeah, that's right. So now I will put it on time lapse and I'll keep spinning this one. I'll be back when we ply. All right, we got our singles here, our 2 plies, and we are going to now ply them together. So here we go. Here's where the magic happens. I'm just going to tie the ends together and, whoops. Let's pop this on the wheel. All right. So here our greens are lining up. And now we're starting to transition on the shorter one into the blue. So let's move this aside so you can see. And now the long one is transitioning and the short one is into the blue. So we get that lovely barber pole effect. All right, so now we'll move over again. And I'm happy to see the tweety bits are well caught into the ply, so they're not flying out as I'm spinning. Okay, now we got one transitioning into the greens, one still in the pink. Now we're both transitioning to pink, so our colors are going to line up for a bit. And it's going to change the look of the yarn from barber pole to a color. Just the one color. And that's the beauty of doing a fractal spin. Is the colors are going to spin and dance and wrap around each other, and you get different colors and then the same colors. So now we're transitioning again. Oh, and when they transitioned, they still lined up. This is fun. Oh, there's a little bit of veggie matter we're going to pull out. All right, now one is transitioning into that bluey green and one's staying more into that yellow green. So we're going to get a barber pole again. And now we're into blue. So again, it's that pretty play of colors. I'm just getting lost in watching the colors play. It's one of my favorite ways to spin. It just makes it so fascinating. All right, I'm going to keep plying this. And how did I end up with pigtails in there? Oh, it's the ends. All right, I'm going to keep spinning this. I'll be back when it's done. And we are all done. My singles actually came pretty close to matching up. There wasn't too much. I'll show you how much I chain plied. Fine. Okay, so that would be about 10 yards difference between the two plies, which is not bad. There we go, that's better. So here's how it's looking. It's very pretty. It's a fluffy yarn. Okay, here we go. I love the subdued color of these. It's like, I would call it like velvet color. And I don't know why, but I look at it and I think that's velvety color. I like it. So here we go. Our final yarn. It's very pretty. I quite enjoy it. Now, if you want, I could do a knit crochet sample of this and show you how it would look worked up. this will be it for today. So thank you so much for joining me, and I shall see you in the next one. Dr. Chaos out.